Right, people, time to take down this Baron, although it was pointed out that we would be better off with an occultist, because we can mark them, which the Arbalest there very much likes. Scar Spaghetti, stabbing is good, healing is good. His bleed chance is super low though, so I think lower the chances that he bleeds himself. What's the base chance of giving bleed? 80% base and 85 bleed, so we shouldn't ever make ourselves bleed. Whereas everybody else has to roll for their own bleed resist. So 60... Okay. Baron. You die this day. We'll take loads of bandages because he inflicts a lot of bleeding. We'll take anti-venom. We shouldn't have to go very far. I know almost exactly where he is. One hit of blood should be fine. We'll take... maybe Laudanum when the fight starts. I don't know if he stacks fear or not. We won't need much food. Attempt number 3. Killing the Baron. Here we go, boys. Okay, so 22 dodge as opposed to protection. So that actually makes me glad that we took vulnerability hex. No, you bastard. So I actually don't want to use blind fire in case it opens up another one. You're right, I probably should have activated bolster. Shit, that is suboptimal. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to hit something else. Got him.
Destroy them all.
I don't feel like I want to riposte yet. I'll activate the riposte once the Baron is active.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This is good, using blind fire. It's buffing my speed all the time. What's his debuff resist like? 60%. It's actually fairly high. Okay, so now both of these riposts, are they both going to hit him when he does the AoE attack? I certainly hope so. I've got to use blind fire again. It's not exactly what I wanted there. Good, so they both did attack him. I wonder if I shouldn't just get a heal in before he goes into his bullshit. Let's stab. $13 damage altogether from the riposte. This is why I'm hoping the riposte does so much for us. Yeah, we're messing him up now with the riposte. Second act. Okay, and now we repeat the process, one egg at a time. What's up, Exile? Walk in, got him. We found him! Nay! Yes, boys! Almost halfway on the hit points. So now if I keep hitting him, do I just ignore the other eggs, or are they all going to burst out of there and do some scary shit? 18 hit points, wow. Are there any skills that lowers healing on enemies? I can't think of any offhand. That would be huge.
Well struck.
And also bear in mind, he counts as a bloodsucker, he doesn't count as a beast or human. So that mercurial salve that we had, which we lost in the first run, would have been great. So like the fact that his melee attack hits everybody was the reason that I initially wanted the Vestal. Ugh. Is he worth hexing? 6 to 11 damage, 13 dodge. Guess it might have been your connection. It's back to normal though.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Fine, I need to attack anyway. So far tactically this is going so much better than the last time. My initial approach of hitting the eggs with AoE to expose the Baron was actually the worst thing to do, because then you have so many active damage sources. This way you try to only have one damage source active at a time. He's close. 26 hit points. A single crit from the Arbalest could do it. Two hit points. Here comes his lifesteal stacking. Reposted to death. Does he get like, what's his dodge? Only 22, because I'm pretty sure he gets dodge stacking at lower percentage, because we got this close to killing him last time and then he dodged 5 times in a row. It's 2 in a row. He definitely, I mean, he's up to 22 dodge, but it's a little crazy. Okay, so how do we stop the same shit from happening as last time? I think the riposte is the key thing. Arden strikes the killing blow. Down goes the Baron. Vengeance! Vengeance for the lads.
Triumphant pride.
And what do we get? The Leper's Tin Flute. That's actually quite nice. He takes less stress. And, okay, so plus 33 stress skills. That's quite nice, because lower the... No, is it... Quarantine is minus 20 stress for all companions, so... That'll take it up to minus 27 stress. Awesome. Okay, we're done. There is actually nowhere else where we... Ah, there is a curio there. Interesting. Is this going to be just a curio or battle and curio? Curio. Holds a key needed for this adventure. Red key. Wait a second. So where was the red? Do I even want to keep exploring? I don't even know. I mean, fuck this place. I'm just so glad to be done here. Now, I don't know if it's worth to continue exploring to see if I can find the place that's behind the red key. Presumably it'll be a huge bonus of some sort. Any of you chat happen to know what to do with that key, or is it just a wasted item? Do I not need that key anymore? I'm tempted to just get out. I mean, if I don't use this key along this path, there's no way in hell I'm going to run all the way back to go check that one out. Check that one out. We haven't checked below yet. We're going to check below now. I wonder if that obstacle is for the red key. I kind of hope so. Almost no more is the battle kind of was won mostly by the riposte of those two in front. Our Arbalester did great work as well. This takes a shovel. This nerd takes blood. Crap. Hardly worth anything. It's a food. The thing is, I'm also pretty sure that you can't return once you leave. Which is why I want to check out what's behind that obstacle. I think that's the locked gate. So I imagine you use the key to get past the locked gate, and then there's more dungeon with a big battle, maybe with a good curio or good reward. I would hope so. I mean, if you consider the fact that it's a key that's behind the boss battle, that implies to me that there would be something very good behind it. Oh, Dolmar, nice one. The post is a maze. Dodge, you bastard! 1 hit point.
Decimated.
Highwayman is amazing.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
$13, pretty good healing. The abomination is bloody great.
But a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, let's chuck that away. We need to do some organizing here. This backpack situation is unacceptable. And money first. Trinkets over here. Heirlooms. Next in line in terms of importance. I do need plenty of crests. I think the anti-venom is the thing I need least. I'll burn the torch before we go on.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
I kind of wanted to hang on to the torch in case we get one of those cocoons that I can burn for stress relief. Oh god, this place is a maze. Giant fucking maze. It's got the highest bleed resist. Okay, not too bad. Corpse Eater and large Corpse Eater. I think Mobility needs to just keep cranking out the heals now. Get these HP values up a little bit. Not good enough. The stress has kind of crept up.
Their formation is broken.
74.
Defensive.
Buff myself with protection. Hit. That actually gave him stress heal? Question mark. Oh, nice. Oh, mate. Oh, come on, Mobility. The thing is that what we saw from the previous fight against the Baron is just that my tactics were absolutely horrible against him those first two attempts. And I mean, if you look at how comparatively easy that fight was, just because we went in with the right team setup and the right tactics, it seems to me like that is the biggest thing about this game is knowing what team setup and what skills to use against what enemies and what areas. Like in the previous episode where we fought the Pig King, the Swine King, and he isn't that difficult really. But we had huge dodge stacking teams, and he was quite easy to dodge in the end. I mean, to be fair, picking up these two amazing arbalest damage items has meant that we've got pretty reliable damage out of at least one character. What I need now is to replace my plus healing items, because we lost two pretty amazing Vestal healing items. Oh!
How quickly the tide turns.
Ow! I think we might just get out of here after this next fight. It's all getting a bit much now, I think. It's certainly not worth having Morden die. At the very least, we'll swap across that heirloom, this one, give him the virtue chance, because if he procs a virtue, then that kind of makes it a lot more reasonable to keep pressing forward. Probably should have finished him off there. Oh, great stuff.
Has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Fuck it, let's get out of here. Unless the scout here reveals the gate. This is fucking... Is it even worth it? Let's see. Okay, it'll all depend on whether or not Marden actually procs his virtue or not. This is ass. This is totally ass. Having all these branching paths. Could be it could be any way. We don't know which way it is to go.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
It's a recipe for success. Confidence. Like, I mean, the expression is overconfidence. Yeah, courageous Morden.
A moment of valor shines brightest against the backdrop of despair.
Nice. Okay, that's big. We press on. I need bigger heals here, though.
Eradicated.
What is that? Black skill chance. That's kind of crap, actually.
Slow and insidious killer.
What did he get? I don't think we need the riposte here. 10, pretty good.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I think we'll attempt one more heal before crushing the spider and getting out of here. I believe everybody gets cured only once you get back to town. You stun this nerd. Fucking stunned, you piece of shit. Damn it.
Executed with impunity. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Courageous is one of the better ones as well. I think Vigorous is probably my favorite. Aha! Aha! Onward, men. Ah, yes, that's why we came here. I think it's the other part of this set that you get out of there. I think. Whatever it is, get it. Okay, I'm glad we pushed all the way through. And I'm glad we had just happened to pick the right alleyway to go down. Sky Spaghetti or Heels? Sky Spaghetti. It's the Baron's Tentacle, isn't it? Or no, we get the Baron's Tentacle just for completing the mission.
The end approaches.
Ow! Good lord. Excellent. So he's got riposte, but I kind of don't care. Although, does he riposte against a ranged piece?
A decisive.
You can't riposte if you cut his head off.
A devastating
Oh,
blow.
Martin. MVP on this fight.
This expedition at least promises success. Finding the stuff is
Ooh,
only the
Vestal,
first test.
atonement beads, okay.
Now it must be carried home.
Damage and crit for melee skills, minus virtue chance. If you complete the set, you get debuff skill chance and stun chance. That's kind of crap, actually. All I care about for the Vestal is healing. We did it, boys. We did it. Baron's dead. Baron's dead. And this is the Arbalister's set piece. Healing skills and healing skills while camping, minus stress. But like, would I even use that? I don't think so. The 2 damage items I have for the Arbalist I think are even better. They would just turn her 4 heal to a 5 heal. And lower her stress. Debuff resist if has Crimson Curse. Speed if have Crimson Curse. Stun resist. That's not great either. Just plus speed and a bit of debuff resist. The 20,000 gold is amazing though. And our first level 5 Senshobo.
The virulent clouds
I did
of
it.
the courtyard have abated. The airs of the estate feel narrowly agreeable once again.
The haze of contagion has abated, due in no small part to the recent triumph over the age-old horror that has lurked for too long behind the long-sealed courtyard gate. We're approaching the 100,000 gold we've been going after for quite a while. Can we sell some items that are not great? But all of these are pretty damn useful. We have sets so we can do dark runs, sets so we can do light runs. What is that? The Viscount, okay. Viscount spices. Crit on Crimson Curse. Healing while when eating if has Crimson Curse. Okay. Flagellant chip tooth, max HP, move resist. The death blow is nice though. 25,000. What's this? The unstable flesh, that's going down. Grave robber, crit, trap disarm, speed, and scouting chance. That's amazing. And the flesh is one of the easier bosses to kill. Wounding helmet, we already have one. The Ancestors Vintage, I'm not a big fan of. That's very nice though. I think some of the lads have earned some time off though. Since Shobo, as our top level person, it might actually be worth spending some admittedly big money just to remove some of these horrible quirks. Any diseases? Anyone diseased? Righto. The guild. Just need loads of crests, and blacksmith, we must be quite close. 100% blacksmith completed. So we have 2 blueprints. The cartographer's camp is tempting, but that's a granary. The puppet theatre is nice. Bounty hunter, grave robber, highwayman, crit and scouting chance. Wow, that's nice. Healing skills, though, that's super important. But 200 deeds. Whoa! How long's this episode been? 27 minutes. Let's do a quick little, a short. Here we go. This is perfect. A short level 1 run. Some of the lower level nerds. Our plague doctor needs to be leveled up. What is this? Wield. You'll do fine in the wield, and you'll do fine in the wield. Stress and stress while camping. Ah, he's a wield phobe. Okay, so that'll just offset the wield stress then. And I want accuracy. Anything that gives me plus melee accuracy. We do a dark run. Let's do a dark run. Crit and dodge if torch below. That's a short level 0. We can do a dark run. Crit and dodge if torch below. Damage and accuracy. Accuracy is what he needs more than anything. Accuracy and crit and dodge. Crit and dodge. What do we have a lot in the wield? I think it's unholy. It's not beast, is it? I need torch below items. Speed, damage, and stress. Still have no plus healing items. But yeah, I do want the scouting. Let's take the scouting. This is short apprentice, explore rooms. Chop, hew, purge, heal self. Heal, scar spaghetti. I don't think I'm going to need stab on this particular run, but take it nonetheless. He's going to be in position 4, so spaghetti. Heal's most important. Spaghetti, mark, pull. Wait a second. Stun, stab. What stab? I don't know what stun. Stab, stun, buff, heal. Right, quick one in the dark. Let's roll. I might even take very few hits. 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Just 8 food, no torches, no blood. 1, 1, 1.
I knew all these paths once. Now they're as twisted as my
That's
own
long for a
ambitions.
short. Ah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Back to the
We'll be fine, Roussel.
executed with impunity.
What is that one? Chop.
Another abomination cleansed from
Quite
our
itchy.
lands.
Healing received on the leper. That's only worth a couple hundred gold. I think commons are worth 750. If I was doing a dark run is essentially a money run, and if I'm doing a money run, I should have bought the antiquarian, but I think we only have one antiquarian who is level 2 at this point, so. Bollocks.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
We were Klepto, Marshmain. Pluto. Yeah. More bugs. 1 hit point. Oh, at least he's stunned. That's good. I quite like the dodge numbers. This is all the effect of those dark items we have.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
And maggots count as beasts. Fair enough.
Be gone, fiend.
More spiders. Good lord, this place is infected. Infested with spiders. What's the debuff? Accuracy. Break is how much damage? 6 to 10. You can easily kill both.
Another one falls.
Where's 1 hit point? Again, 1 hit point. Oh, ow!
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Leper's doing work. What do we forget? Ancient coffin. Wheeled explorer. Awesome. It just so happens we're in the wheeled. That now should take our scouting chance up to like 65%.
A devastating blow.
Plus damage, that's nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
It's like if your group is quite quick and they hit very hard, these dark runs are quite nice because it gives you plus crit chance. Light levels, only giving plus 3% is actually not a whole lot.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Remind yourself that overconfidence is
This one is anti-venom.
Killer.
Man at arms, blight and disease resist. It's another common. I think let's keep these commons here to one side. Hardly worth keeping. Bandages? Yes.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading
A
corruption.
victim.
Malformed
Spreading corruption.
misintent.
That's better. I wonder if I shouldn't have brought out my restraining padlock for the abomination. Yeah. This one takes holy water for stress relief. Yes. Okay, it's a quirk. Well, that's percentage based. I think that, yeah, you have different chance to get different effects. Still, wheeled adventurer is great. That's plus damage in the wheel, if I'm not mistaken. Stress in the wheel, kind of perfect. Oh yeah!
Well struck.
You're fine, just a bit of dodge. Dodge remove. He can heal himself anyway. Cure. Oh, you even cure blood bleed on yourself as well. Didn't realize that.
Obliterated. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
These commons are worthless. It's a pity we didn't find a secret room with our scouting being as high as it is. Look at all the food we got, don't need all that. Onward. What's up, Zuma? Exile, are you still in chat, mate? Let's do that commentating of the grand final
To the brave and the
of our Blood Bowl League. He's full? What? Manacles is good skill. Damage could be better, but it's quite accurate and it does a nice 110% base stun is quite good. What's up, Sinchobo? You've arrived a little late, unfortunately. In the previous episode, we just took down the Baron, and you are our first level 5.
A powerful blow.
And to celebrate your reaching level 5, we've sent you into the, call it the Medicinal Bay area for some de-stressing. Right.
Paths and roads.
Good dark run. That was a short dark run and we made almost 12,000 gold. Cophobe, we'll have to get rid of that. Bulimic will treat as well. Quick draw is nice. Solution is fine.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
So, high level lads, Dolmar, I think we should start removing quirks, negative quirks. Well, like these aren't too bad. The ones that affect stress relief, I don't mind about too much. The ones like obsessed with material thing, that sucks. One rotator is pretty bad as well. 1,000. Craving for alcohol is not too bad. Fear of mankind is no good. That's got to go. Although, man, that was actually silly. I've been saying for a while now I want to get to 100,000 gold and then only spend what we get above that. And that's just going to give us 5,000 gold on interest every week. Should we try to do that again? Stop spending. I love spending. We're really going to use that. Right, so blacksmith, fully upgraded. Guild. Amazingly, we only need crests. Okay. My head is covering a lot. Hang on. Okay, I mean, when I'm in combat, I don't want to be there. I should be like hovering. Okay, there you go. That's better. Nailed it. Perfect. Right, there you go. That's better. Micro Stobbie. Okay, let's go ahead. 80,000 is still pretty good though. Why? Well, I was gonna say, why don't we just complete the stagecoach? But I mean, we got 20 lads already, and we just need another 70 something, which shouldn't even take that long. Okay, apprentice, no, apprentice, wizened hag. God, I hate fighting the wizened hag, she sucks. Who can we take? We need some level 3s. Level 2s could be fine. Mittens, Ramadi, Montfichet, and then a healer of some description. He's a level 3, he won't do that. Frosty could heal. I think it's normal difficulty, it's called Darkest, I believe. How about that as a group to take down the wizened hag? We do need a mark target though. Protection, release. We could do better than Montfichet. Maybe we'll get higher damage out of Vernold. 10 to 21 damage. Healing skills is fine, he hardly ever uses that. Well, since generally anything that centers around marking targets, extra damage from marked targets. My favorite class of all has to be this guy, the bounty hunter. His damage is just unbelievable. So I suppose I'd have to say, going from position 1 to 4, if I had to guess favorite party composition, I'd say bounty hunter, houndsmaster, occultist. Or you could even go more, you could go bounty hunter, houndsmaster in position 2, because he can stun as well then. Position 3 you make occultist, position 4 you make arbalest. So positions 1, 2 and 4 all synergize with the mark target. And your position 2 can heal himself, position 4 increases your heal of all your other ones, so that's probably my favorite. Bounty hunter, houndsmaster, occultist, arbalest. You just switch out the Vestal for occultist, because the occultist does the healing. It doesn't do the AoE healing that you get from the Vestal. I think it's more than worth it because of the mark target damage. Frosties, you're going to use Rain of Sorrows. The Vestal is more reliable, but you're going to get higher, you're going to get so much more damage. Because the thing is, in that composition, positions 1, 2, and 4 all have skills that do increased damage against marked targets. So if any one of those 3 have to even spend a single turn on a single action applying the marked target, that's a turn they're not doing damage. So in that composition, your position 3 occultist isn't your damage dealer. So best case scenario, turn 1, occultist is the fastest. He applies the mark, then the other 3 just start annihilating whatever gets marked. And for me currently, I don't have plus healing items for my Vestal. Okay, good episode. We took down the Baron, and we did a quick little dark run. Now when we come back, we are going to go on a medium run to kill the Wizened Hag. That should be the last of the level 1 bosses. We haven't fought the 12-pounder yet. 8-pounder, sorry.
My failings.
So Wizened Hag, we've done the Visitors. What other level 1s are we missing? See, look at this, I still need to get more of these things. Look, it says 1 of 4, yet you can go through all of them. That's odd. So we need to keep collecting journal pages. We still need quite a lot. I wonder if these are the ones that I've collected. It seems to be listing all of them. Never mind. Okay, friends, good episode.